The next, I can't even believe LaMeia is only 25. I first met LaMeia doing youth when she was one of the youth in programs that Sobaz Benjamin was running. She was doing radio. She was one of the young people, and all of a sudden she's a leader and she's this force, and everything you hear of LaMeia is doing it. People are like, we're having this, LaMeia's doing it. LaMeia's working here. So it's just amazing to see a young woman who's blossomed so much and has moved from being somebody that people were nurturing to somebody that nurtures and teaches everybody who's older than her as well. So I'm so honored to have LaMeia here today as well. So LaMeia Reddick is a creative, multifaceted community leader making waves along the shores of Nova Scotia. She is rooted in the history and legacy of North Preston, Canada's largest settlement of Black Canadians. LaMeia, all right, let's hear church. Come on, church. All right. LaMeia is a seeker and keeper of cultural heritage and knowledge. She is committed to community education and the development and has been successful at turning her passion for change into her career. Everybody welcome LaMeia Reddick.
Okay, we can do this. Before you press play on my presentation, I just want to say a few words, and thanks everybody for coming. And I'm already feeling so touched and so happy and so thankful to kind of be here today. And the words have already inspired so much in me, and I hope that I can kind of do justice to what I want to say, because I didn't really write too much down, and I kind of want to talk too much, but I'm going to stick to my presentation that I have. And yeah, thank you. I'll probably use this one. Oh, this mic works. So this photo is a common photo of North Preston historically. And today I was looking at this photo and thinking so much about the young girls that are portrayed in this video or this photo. And I kind of wondered, what is their story? Because we never were able to actually ask them what their stories are, but I kind of know that their story is so connected to my story. And, when I look at these photos of Preston historically, and I think about the role that these women and the legacy of the people from Preston have instilled in me in a way that has given me so much motivation and so much confidence to be able to kind of go forward and do my work for the community. And there's also a part of me that kind of really I know the story of this woman. And so I was saying that I don't know the story of those women, but I knew the story of this woman, and this woman is my mom when she was young. And she was probably my age at this time. And so my grandmother raised 7 children in a house, and where I was the baby in the family. And so when I talk about the resilience or the strength of myself, that's me as a baby being held by my aunt in North Preston in our backyard. And so that is essentially what has given me so much strength and so much power. It's that literally being held by the village, by the community, and feeling that love as a child. And that's what I give to all the other children in the community and to all of my work. And this article recently came out about 2 days ago. It's fresh and new. And this is a story that's featuring me, but talking about my work with the Human Rights Commission. And it says, now is the time. And I think that that's really true to what we're experiencing now. I have been able to kind of live out my passion and make a career of that. And as Ms. Robinson says, young people are so lucky to be able to kind of do whatever we want, and that is true. And so here I am, thinking often about this historical image of Preston, and then also thinking about where I am now. That's what I came from. And I think that is so beautiful. And this is me sitting out front of my house, the house that me and my mom own, where I do a lot of programming for young children and hope to do more. And I'm sitting on the front step, and I have a clear vision of what I want this space and this place to become. And that right there is it. So this project, I'm in Shantae, was in Shantae's creative writing, creative process class, and so I created this. I had this image in my head that I had to capture, and I had this image of a Black girl educated, and that is my vision. This vision that I kind of created through photography, through bookbinding, is the image of what the future is. Black girls educated is the future. And that is what I work tirelessly to create. And so this image is my actual sister, and my sister Khadija, who is doing so much awesome work. And so she is my motivation. But it's not just so much about Khadija, it's about what she represents. And she represents young women, she represents power, she represents brilliance. And so that is the image that I have every day in my head when I'm thinking about my work and I'm thinking about what I need to be doing. It's this, and I need to have more girls with this book in hand and strong and in their school and making a presence there. And Khadija just turned 16, so I wish that she was here, but she's in Toronto right now. And that's the thing, like, these kids can live the life that they want. They can go to Toronto for All-Star Weekend. They can, if she's in the IB program, so she can do it all. And so I think, like, I'm inspired by the conversations that my mom always said, like, if you have education, you can do anything that you want. And that message sunk in me so much. Like, it's my foundation, my core, and that's power. And so in me educating black girls and teaching black girls about themselves and being resilient, we have a responsibility to Indigenous women in this country. We have a responsibility to support them, to work with them. And I'm so thankful for the relationships that I built over the last year with some of my Indigenous sisters. And I just really, like, think about, you know, the hardships that black people have felt. But it's through these women and through our wombs in which we will create the future. And we have a lot of fighting to do. And I just want my Indigenous sisters to know that as a black woman, I'm on their side, and that as black girls and black women, we will become strong so that we can fight with you in solidarity. That's all.